Maths of Max. I am Priya here to teach you class 9 mathematics. Okay. I think you guys all knows about shapes, right? Plane figures, solid figures, right? Okay. In earlier classes, we have been learning about shapes like rectangles, squares, circles, etc. We have also been learned about solid shapes such as cube, cuboid, sphere, cone, cylinder, etc. Now, what are we going to learn now? In today's class, we are going to see chapter surface areas and volumes. Let's get into the chapter. What do you mean by solid shapes? Solid shapes are nothing but the object is fully covered and it has faces and it has edges, etc. etc. Coming back to the chapter, what is surface areas? What is surface areas? Surface areas is nothing but finding the area of the whole object. We know how to find the area of the plane figures like that. For example, area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. In a rectangle, we have two lengths and two breadths, and area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth, right? So, similarly for the solid shapes, rectangle is similar to cuboid, right? Both are interconnected. If rectangle is in a plane figure means, then cuboid we can say that it is a solid figure. Okay, then how to find the area of the solid figure? So, this is what we are going to learn in this chapter. First formula, what is the surface area of cuboid? Let me clear you one thing. Surface area has two types of areas. Okay, one is total surface area and another one is lateral surface area. What is total surface area and what is lateral surface area? I'll show you. Given solid figure means this is a cuboid, right? Then how can I find the area of this cuboid? There are two types of area. As I earlier said, there are two types of area. One is total surface area and another one is lateral surface area. Total surface area which include the top and bottom of the solid figure. But when it comes to lateral surface area, it only covers the curved area, that is the excluding the top and bottom of the given solid figure. We have another four faces, right? So these are known as curved surface area or lateral surface area. Total surface area of cuboid. The formula is the formula is 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Okay. What do you mean by L, B and H? You may ask a question. Here, L is equal to length. Breadth refers to breadth. B refers to breadth, sorry. And H refers to height. Okay. L means length of the cuboid. That is, this will be your length. Length of the cuboid. Then height will be this will be your height. Then breadth will be, this will be your breadth. So, therefore, the total surface area of cuboid is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Now, lateral surface area of cuboid. LSA of a cuboid. Lateral surface area of a cuboid is equal to 2 into L plus B into H. This seems familiar, right? That is 2 into L plus B is your perimeter of rectangle. So, for your easy understanding, I am referring this because you can easily remember the formula, right? So, perimeter of the rectangle into height will give you the lateral surface area of the cuboid, that is 2 into L plus B into H. Now let's see how to find the areas of cube. Total surface area of cube is equal to 6a square and lateral surface area of cube is equal to 4a square. Right? As you already know, cube and cuboid has 6 faces. Right? So cube has 6 faces in total. So that's why total surface area of cube is equal to 6 faces into a square. Okay, then for lateral surface area, as I said earlier, we have to remove the top and bottom. So what will we have for rest? The 4 faces. So that's why 4 into a square. Now let's move on to the exercise. Question number 1. The plastic box 1.5 meter long, 1.25 meter wide and 65 centimeter deep is to be made. It is opened at the top. Ignoring the thickness of the plastic sheet, determine the area of the sheet required for making the box. Cost of sheet for it. If the sheet is measuring 1 meter square, cost is rupees 20. First, let's write the given data. Okay, so these are the given data. We have length, breadth and height. So it's obviously a cuboid. Okay? Because cube has all the sides and that is all the edges are equal. So we have length, breadth and height with different dimensions. So it is obviously cuboid. Now, see here, is there any difference in this given data? Is there any we have to change or we have to do something? Is there anything? Yes, there is. See clearly, we have length and breadth in the terms of meter, but height in the terms of centimeter. So what do we have to do? We have to convert centimeter to meter or meter to centimeter, right? But in the second part of the question, see the cost of the sheet they have given, that is 1 meter square cost rupees 20. So we have to find the cost in meter square, right? So we can't have centimeters. Now let's convert centimeter to meter. We all know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, right? So if 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter means then how much meter will be for 65 centimeter? How to convert? Just cross multiply them. If we cross multiply them means we will get 65 by 100 meter. Okay, that is 0.65 meter. Therefore, the height is equal to 0.65 meter. As we all know, the box is in the shape of cuboid, right? Now, what is the formula for surface area of cuboid? If they are asking surface area means it actually refers total surface area. If they mention curved or lateral surface area means then only we have to find lateral surface area of the particular object. Okay? If they have asked only surface area means we have to find total surface area only. Now, what is the formula for surface area of cuboid if it is opened in the top? Right? That means if this is your plastic box means your top has been opened, so there is no top. We have to find the 5 faces, that is the lateral surface area plus the base area or the total surface area minus the top area. So we can use 2 formulas. Whatever is easy for you, you can use that formula. So for me, I am using total surface area minus the top. So I think it will be easy, so I am using this formula. Now, what is the total surface area of cuboid? Yes. PSA of cuboid is equal to, here cuboid or plastic box, 2 into LB plus BH plus HL, right? Now, in the question they have said that there is no top. So, minus, what is the area of the top? It is in the shape of rectangle. So, area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Now, let's substitute the values. If we solve this means we will get 5.45 meters square. Therefore, the area of the plastic box is equal to 5.45 meters square. Now we know the area of the plastic box, right? That is 5.45 meters square. Now, what is the second part of the question? To find the cost of the sheet used. So, they have given 1 meter square is equal to 20 rupees. That is 1 meter square is equal to rupees 20. It costs rupees 20. Then, how much it will cost for 5.45 meter? So, we have to cross multiply them. This will be an unknown factor. So, to find this factor, we have to cross multiply them. Okay, if we cross multiply them means we will get rupees 20 into 5.45 meter square, which is equal to rupees. Therefore, the cost of the sheet required is equal to rupees 109. Question number 2. The length, breadth and height of the room are 5 meter, 4 meter and 3 meter respectively. Find the cost of whitewashing the walls of the room and the ceiling at the rate of rupees 7.50 per meter square. So we have to find the cost of whitewashing the walls plus ceiling, right? So what do we need to do? That is the total surface area, that is the total area of the room minus the floor will give you the remaining area, right? So with that we can easily find the cost of whitewashing. So let's move into the sum. Here my length is 5 meter, my breadth is 4 meter and my height is 3 meter. Now, what is the formula for total surface area? PSA of the room is equal to two into LB plus BH plus HL minus LB, that is the area of the floor which is in the shape of rectangle. Now let's substitute these values here. Therefore, the total area of the room is equal to 74 meters square. Now, let's find the cost for whitewashing. In the question, they have given the cost for whitewashing 1 meter square is equal to rupees 7.50. That is, cost for 1 meter square is equal to rupees 7.50, right? And what will be for 74 meters square? Just cross multiply them, right? So to find the unknown factor, we have to cross multiply the known factor. That is 74 meters square into rupees 750 will give you the total cost, that is which is equal to 555. Therefore, the total cost for whitewashing the 4 walls plus ceiling will give you rupees 555. Question number 3. The floor of a rectangular hall has perimeter 250 meter. If the cost of the painting of 4 walls at the rate of rupees 10 per meter square is rupees 15,000 means, then find the height of the hall. And they have given the hint that is area of the 4 wall is equal to lateral surface area. So it's clearly stated that we have to find the area of lateral surface area, right? So, but before that we have to find the height of the hall. Now let's write the given data. Floor is equal to 250 meters. So they have given the perimeter of the rectangular floor, right? So what is the perimeter of rectangle? That is 2 into L plus B, right? So 2 into L plus B is equal to 250 meter. Okay, so this is the given data. We know the value of 2 into L plus B, right? 2 into L plus B is equal to 250 meter, which is equal to 250 into H is equal to 250 H. Therefore, LSA of the hall is equal to 250 H. In the question they have given if the cost of painting the four walls at the rate of rupees 10 per meter square, that is 1 meter square is equal to rupees 10. 1 meter square is equal to rupees 10 means then how much it will be for 250 H meter square? 250 H meter square is equal to how much? So we have to cross multiply. That is 250 H into 10, which is equal to rupees 250, which is equal to rupees 2500 H. So the cost for painting the wall is equal to rupees 2500 H, right? And in the question they have given the total cost, which is equal to 15,000. So by comparing this we can get the value of H, right? So let's compare this. That is 2500 H, rupees 2500 H is equal to rupees 15,000. Therefore, H is equal to, if the number in LHS goes to the other side, that is RHS, how it will become? If it is in the numerator and it is in the form of multiplication, it will goes to the denominator. So, 15,000 divided by 2500, which is equal to 6. Therefore, height of the wall is 6. Question number 4. The paint in certain container is sufficient to paint an area equal to 9.375 meter square. How many bricks of dimensions 22.5, 10, 7.5 centimeter can be painted out this container? In this question, they have given the dimensions of brick and certain amount of paint sufficient to paint the some area. So what we have to do? We have to first find the surface area of one brick. Then we can move on to the next step. So how to find the surface area of one brick? One brick has yes, it's obviously total surface area, right? Because it has 6 faces. They haven't told it to remove top or bottom of any. They haven't told anything. So we have to find the total surface area of the brick. Brick is in the form of cuboid. So what is the total surface area of cuboid? PSA of brick is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Right? So this is the formula. We know what is length, breadth and height of the brick. So let's find the total surface area. Therefore, the total surface area of brick is equal to 937.5 centimeters square. What do we need to find? We have to find the number of bricks can be painted in the given amount of paint, right? So, we don't know how many number of bricks are there. So, let's keep it as n. Let n be the number of bricks. Now, area of n bricks is equal to, what is the area of one brick? That is 937.5 centimeters square. Area of n brick is equal to area of one brick into number of bricks, that is n. So, area of one brick is this and my number of bricks is n. So, therefore, 937.5 n centimeters square will be your area of n bricks. Okay. Now, the next step is we have to find how many bricks, that is the value of n. How to find? Point given in the question, right? The paint in the certain container is sufficient to paint an area of 9.375 meter square. So, how many bricks can be placed in this area? So we have to find the number of bricks. How many numbers of bricks can be placed here? Here 9.375 meter square is equal to 937.5 n centimeter square. First, there is no common units. Okay, we have to now change the units. How to change the units? I would like to change meter square to centimeter square. So if 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter means then 1 meter square is equal to 100 square centimeter square, which is equal to 10,000 centimeter square, right? So if I have to convert meter square to centimeter square means I have to multiply this number with 10,000. So while multiplying this, I will get, which is equal to 93750. That is 93,750 centimeter square. Now we have both the terms in centimeter square. So let's find the value of n. (93,750 centimeter square) is the given area is equal to 937.5 n. If I have to find the value of n means I have to move this value to here, right? While moving the value from RHS to LHS, how it will come? If it is in the multiplication, so when it comes here, it will be in the division form. So it is in the numerator. When it comes here, it will be in the denominator. So 93,750 divided by 937.5 is equal to n. Therefore, n is equal to 100. Therefore, 100 bricks can be painted out of the paint of the container. Question number 5. A cubical box has edge 10 cm and another cuboidal box is 12.5 cm, 10 cm wide and 8 cm high. Then the question is, which box has a greater lateral surface area and by how much, and which box has smaller total surface area and by how much? This question may seem a little difficult, but it actually not. It is a really easy and interesting sum. So let's move into the sum. First, cubical box is equal to 10 centimeter each. That is, A is equal to 10 centimeter. Now, cuboidal box. In cuboidal box, we have length is equal to 12.5 centimeter, where breadth is equal to 10 centimeter and height is equal to 8 centimeter, right? So, what we have to find first, that is lateral surface area. So, what is the lateral surface area of cube? LSA of cube is equal to 4a square. LSA of cube is equal to 4a square. My a is, that is my h is 10. So 4 into 100, which is equal to 400 centimeter square. Now let's move on to the cuboid. What is the formula for LSA of cuboid? LSA of cuboid is equal to 2 into L plus B into H, where L is equal to 12.5 plus B is equal to 10 plus H is equal to 8. So therefore, LSA of cuboid is equal to 360 centimeter square. Now, what we have to find, which is greater than which by how much? So it's clear that LSA of cube is greater than the LSA of cuboid. By how much? By how much means we have to find the difference between them. That is 400 minus 360, which is equal to 40 centimeter square. So you have to write in the bottom that like cubical box has a greater lateral surface area by 40 centimeter square. Now second part of the question, we have to find which box has the smaller total surface area and by how much. So your cube has edge is equal to 10 centimeter and cuboid is length is the same, right? 12.5, breadth is 10 and height is 8. Now what is the total surface area of cube? TSA of cube is equal to 6a square, right? Now 6 into my a is 10, which is equal to 6 into 100, where the total surface area of cube is equal to 600 centimeters square. Now, what is the formula for TSA of cuboid? Okay. Therefore, the total surface area of cuboid is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus HR. Now, let's substitute the values. Here, total surface area of cuboid is equal to 610 centimeters squares. In the question they have asked how much it is smaller than the other one. That is, we have to find the difference. 610 minus 600, which will give you the difference of 10 centimeters square. So, how to conclude this? You have to write this sentence, that is, cubical box is smaller total surface area by 10 centimeters square. Question number 6. A small indoor greenhouse herbarium is made entirely of glass panes, including the base. Held together with tape, it is 30 cm long, 25 cm wide and 25 cm high. What is the area of the glass and how much tape is needed for all the 12 edges? Okay. In the question they have given the dimensions for the herbarium, that is the glass greenhouse, which is length is 30 centimeter, breadth is 25 centimeter and my height is also 25 centimeter. Now, it is clear that it is in the shape of cuboid. Now, how to find the area? What area we have to find? Whether it is total surface area or lateral surface area. It's obviously total surface area because they have told that including the base means. So, all the 6 faces are covered, right? So, what is the total surface area of cuboid? Total surface area of cuboid is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Now let's substitute the value. Therefore, the total surface area of the cuboid or the herbarium is equal to 4250 centimeters square. We have finished the first part of the question and now second part is how much tape is needed for all the 12 edges. So, we have to find the length of the tape. Now, it is clear that in the question itself they have given that the cuboid has 12 edges and it has 4 lengths, 4 breadths and 4 heights. So, this is how we have to find the length of the given tape, right? So, we have 4 lengths, 4 breadth and 4 height, right? So, what we have to do, we have to just add them all. We have 4 lengths in the cuboid, 4 breadths and 4 heights in the cuboid. So, if we add all those means we can easily find the length of the tape. So, let's add them. Here I am taking 4 as common because all the 3 terms as 4 as common. So, that's why I am taking 4 as common. So, 4 into 80 which is equal to 320. Therefore, the total length of the tape is equal to 320 centimeter. Question number 7. Shanti's sweet stall was placing an order for making cardboard boxes for packaging their sweets. Okay. Two sizes of box are required. The bigger dimensions is this and the smaller dimensions are this. For all the overlaps, 5% of the total surface area is required extra. If the cost of the cardboard is ₹4 for 1000 centimeters square, find the cost of the cardboard required for supplying 250 boxes of each kind. Such a big question, right? Now, they have given, they are placing an order for 2 types of boxes. That is, one is bigger one and another one is smaller one. And it is in the shape of cuboid. And what we have to find at the last, we have to find the cost of the cardboard required for all those boxes, right? Now each of 250 boxes, we have to find the value of 250 bigger boxes and 250 smaller boxes. First, let's find the bigger box total surface area. Why are we finding total surface area instead of latent surface area? Because a sweet box is covered all the side. No, we can't buy when it is open in the top or bottom, right? So it is covered. It is clear that it is covered all the sides. So it is obviously total surface area of the box. So what is the total surface area of the bigger box? So let's find out. To make difference, I am keeping them in the capital letter. So what is the formula for total surface area of the bigger box? Therefore, total surface area of the bigger box is equal to LB plus BH plus HL, which is equal to 2 into Therefore, total surface area of one bigger box is equal to 1450 centimeter square. In the question, they have ordered 250 boxes. Therefore, how to find area of 250 such boxes? Just area of 250 such boxes is equal to 250 into area of one box, that is 1450, which is equal to 3,62,500 centimeter square. Now let's move on to the smaller box. For small box, my length is 15 centimeter, my breadth is 12 centimeter and my height is 5 centimeter. Now, for smaller box, I am keeping a smaller alphabets, okay? Now, what is the total surface area of smaller box? It's the same, right? So 2 into LB plus BH plus HL, where we have to substitute them. L is equal to 15, 12 plus 12 into 5 plus 5 into 15. If we calculate, means we will get 630 centimeters square. So the total surface area of one smaller box is equal to 360 centimeters square. Then how much it will be for 250 such boxes? TSA of 250 such boxes is equal to 250 into area of one box, that is 630, where is equal to 157,500 centimeters square. Therefore, the total surface area of 250 boxes is equal to 1,57,500 centimeters square. Now, what is the next step? We have to add them both. Why do we need to add them both? Because by adding only we can get the total amount of cardboard needed, right? So let's add them both. Therefore, TSA of both boxes, which is equal to 3,62,500 plus 1,57,500, which will give you 5,20,000 centimeters square, right? So therefore, the total surface area of both the boxes will give is equal to 5,20,000 centimeters square. See the question. For all the overlaps, 5% of the total surface area is required extra. So we need to find the area which is required extra, right? So the total surface area of 5%. So we have to find the 5% of total surface area, where therefore the area of overlaps is equal to 26,000 centimeters square. What is the next step? We have to find the total area, that is the total area for both bigger and smaller boxes plus the overlaps. What will be your area? That is total surface area of the cardboard needed is equal to Therefore, total surface area of cardboard is equal to total surface area of 250 boxes of each type, that is 5,20,000 plus area of overlaps, which is equal to 26,000. That is 5,20,000 plus 26,000 is equal to 5,46,000. It is the total surface area of cardboard required. So we need this much of cardboard. Now we have to find the cost for 250 boxes. So let's move on to the next step. Okay. So what is the first step? First step is we have to find the area of 250 boxes or in each type, that is bigger and smaller. Then what is the second step? We have to combine them both to know the total area of the boxes. Then we have to find the area of overlaps from the total surface area of the boxes. And what is your fourth step? In fourth step, we have done the total surface area of both boxes, both type of boxes plus the area of overlaps will give you the area required for cardboard. Now, what is the fifth step, the last step? It is to find the cost for 250 such boxes. Now, since cost of 1000 centimeter square cardboard is equal to rupees 4 means, then how much it will cost for 5,40,000 centimeter square? Since the cost of 1000 centimeter square of cardboard is equal to rupees 4 means, then what will be the cost for 5,46,000 centimeter square? We have to cross multiply it. That is 5,46,000 into 4 divided by 1000 will give you the total cost, which is equal to 2184. That is, the total cost of cardboard required is equal to rupees 2,184. Question number 8. This is the last question of this exercise. Parveen wanted to make a temporary shelter for her car by making a box-like structure with tarpaulin that covers the 4 sides of the top of the car, with the front face as a flap which has been rolled up. Assuming that the stitching margins are very small and therefore negligible, how much tarpaulin would be required to make the shelter of height 2.5 meter and with the base dimensions 4 meter and 3 meter? So we know the dimensions for the base, that is length into breadth, right? So length is into breadth is equal to 4 meter into 3 meter, and your height of the tarpaulin is equal to 2.5 meter. Parveen wanted to make a temporary car shelter for her car by making a box-like structure with tarpaulin that covers all the 4 sides. So what is tarpaulin? Tarpaulin is nothing but the material which is used to cover, which is used as shelter for the car. Now, it is clear that they have only mentioned the 4 sides and the top. Right, so therefore the 4 sides, that is lateral surface area plus the top. Now we have to find the area of the tarpaulin, right? So area of tarpaulin is equal to lateral surface area of the tarpaulin, that is the 4 sides plus the top, which is LSA of tarpaulin plus area of the ceiling, where what is the LSA of cuboid? LSA of cuboid is equal to 2 into L plus B into H, right? Now plus area of the ceiling is equal to length into breadth. Now we have to substitute the values here. Therefore, the area of tarpaulin required is equal to 47 meters square. So, here this exercise ends. Practice these sums well. We will meet in the next exercise. Until then, bye-bye.